Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Allison. For those who do not know me, I am actually a breast cancer uplifter, but those who do know me know I advocate for ADHD and autism big time. As a matter of fact, I'm so dedicated into it. I'm going to be making another video soon, but I am officially a registered behavior technician. And what is that? Well, those are people who work directly under a board certified behavior analysis for those with who struggle, like autism and ADHD and other mental health issues. It's a great honor and pleasure for me to have finally gotten this certificate. I've also got 8 hours of supervisor training that in the future I'll be able to assist other RBTs and those going for BA, which is assistant to the board certified behavior analysis, which that is my next goal. I'm waiting till I finish college to get my AA, and then I want to go ahead and pursue to get my bachelor's so I could be a board certified assistant behavior analysis. Why? Because I understand these kids. I'm going in for it, not for the money. Of course, I got to pay my bills. So yes, it's to work, but let me not confuse you. I am one of those who are actually going in because it's a passion that I have. Here in Florida, a lot of them, they come into the profession. They have good hearts and good intentions, but they really don't understand the mind. And, they learn how to go ahead and, apply the behavior analysis. But do they really know like I do? No, and it's not a put down because I commend them for doing it. But I am going in for all the right reasons. And those reasons are because I understand what ADHD is, and I understand the help that they need to get up to where they got to be. That's, for me, I've done it. Listen, parents out there, my son was on ADHD. Okay, he's a graduate. He is now in trade school to be a master mechanic working on high-end cars. It's not no little Honda cars, which of course that's how they're practicing, but he'll be in the field fixing Lamborghinis and all those fancy cars. Listen, never doubt these kids. Okay, these kids have amazing ability. They think outside the box. Okay, so you may see them as a little off, but trust me, they're not. Trust me when I tell you this. I look at my son and I'm sometimes saying, man, why does he do that? And then I sit back and he's a freaking genius. So never doubt these kids. And that is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. My promise was, after what I've been through and what I saw with my son, I said when my son reaches age, when he's 18 and I'm done raising him, which parents never done, but when he's 18, I'm going to hit the field. A couple of days before my son turned 18, I went all in for it, and I passed the test just a couple of days ago. And last night I finished the supervision part. So I'm out there looking for employment, and whoever gets me, those kids are going to be lucky kids because I'm going in there and they're going to have a nice change on them, all for the positive reasons. Why? Because I know how to keep a kid. I know how to get them motivated, keep them motivated, and I know how to detect the behaviors on the drop of a dime, and I know how to go from plan A to plan B in a snap. I am seriously that good at it. I've done it for years and years and years, so it's not something that I say, yeah, I could do. No. People who see me in action know who I am. I do that with photography. I do that pretty much with anything that has to do with children. I'm always like on the go and on the ball when it comes to kids and behaviors and moods and situations where I know how to, boom, divert the attention immediately. Parents, my best advice for you, for those who are starting, the best thing you could do is get early intervention. Get them on therapy. Get them where they got to be. Get them their 504 plan or IEP if needed. Whatever they need, you get it, okay? Keep your voice the top voice. You be the leader in all you do. Don't let nobody else lead you. I never let anybody take the lead. That's my kid, And I'm telling you what you got to do with my kid, because he's mine. And I'm not going to do anything to do harm to him. And everything I implemented, everybody always saw that I had reason. Till this day, my son is 18, and that boy is still on the reward system. That's all he knows. So he's out there earning his reward, saying, yeah, my reward for doing this is going to be this. It doesn't make him expect things. Like some parents think that that's what the reward system does. They're very far wrong from that. What it does is it teaches your child how to earn. My kid has been on it since he's been 8 years old, or maybe a little bit younger, because I've always used a reward system for years and years and years. But for his ADHD, since he's been 8 years old, okay, he's 18, and whatever he does it for a reward. He's in tech school. He sits at his computer. That kid is so freaking motivated, and he's got such a drive and passion that I knew my son wasn't going to do good in books, but I knew where his strengths were, and I knew that this program would be the perfect program for him, and that's why I introduced it to him. It was not my choice. I do not force kids to do something they do not like, but I knew it caught his attention. It would catch his attention, and sure enough, and he's doing great. He's one of the top of the class. Okay, the professor knows he's ADHD. I had a long conversation with him, and it's going excellent. So by me implementing all that I did when he was little, all the way up till he was 18, played a huge difference. I had therapists, I had his 504, but I drove the entire way. I didn't let teachers drive. I did. I said, you're going to give my, of course, always respectfully, I need you to give my son this, 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 and this. Here is the product. And this was back in 2013 when ABA just became something. And I had no clue that's what I was doing. I kid you not. ABA is absolute natural for me. Never went to school for it. Never had anybody explain what it was. I just did it over the years. And I still, I guess I'm proud, but I'm still like in shock how I did this all these years, and it absolutely works. Parents, eventually I will make a video. By the way, what inspired me to make this video is my son. I'm a really tough woman. In other words, I'm a tough mom. You know, I'm not abusive or none of that. Please don't, no. But I'm strict. In other words, I make sure I educate my kid. I make sure I cover every single scenario I could possibly cover. So now we're covering driving because he's new into driving. So I make sure I cover every aspect. What is a jerk driver? What's a safe driver? How to do this? How to get out of this situation? How to be vigilant? How to know the whole 9 yards, what our young kids need, right? Who are starting to drive, of course. And, you know, I'm guiding him. And I know when I don't know, maybe 5 years from now or something, he's going to say, man, my mom is such a tough woman. Like, number one, I'm a cancer survivor, so he saw that, and he knows mama's tough right there. But all these years, I've been really, like, I've molded him, and I never broke the cycle. I never broke what I wanted to teach him. In other words, I even though some moments got, you know, hard, which it does, but I made sure I never broke what my goal was. I just had the drive, and it takes time for you parents to learn that. Okay, you just got to work on it one day at a time. That's all you got to do. And so when he looks back, he's gonna, you know, he's gonna know that mama was tough, but I did it all for him. And we need to be that way, because if we're soft, then we give up. And if we give up, we're not giving our kids what they need. These kids need structure, okay? They need us to be persistent and consistent. They need a schedule. They need a routine. And you need to be their voice. You gotta be their voice. You tell the school how they're gonna do it. Don't rely on the school. My daughter told me the other day, oh, but that's why my daughter has such a good teacher, because I know she's gonna get her. I said, no. The teacher's there to help, absolutely. But it is our job to lead, and I am a firm believer of that. Moms, and dads and grandmas and aunts and everybody who takes care of kids out there, I will make another professional video, but I really, really wanted to get this out. Be the voice for your child. God bless each and every one. Thank you for listening.